Good evening and welcome to Injustice Investigations. I am your host, Al Scott. Good evening, Ms. Clark. Thanks for tuning in. I see Atlanta, Georgia is in the house this evening. Good evening, and welcome to you all. So glad that you all have tuned in to tonight's episode. Tonight, we continue our series of the takedown of R&B singer R. Kelly. Before we get into R. Kelly's business this evening, I want to mention briefly something about 4-year-old Malia Davis, the little girl in Houston, Texas, that's missing and is presumed dead. Brittany, her mother, I'm absolutely, positively, unquestionable, without a doubt, positive that she has played a major role in not only the disappearance of her daughter, but the killing of her daughter. I don't know why anyone would bring a life into existence only to take that life that you brought into existence. I have no pity for her. She is not a mother. Brittany, in my opinion, is a monster in human form and should be removed from this planet. She posted on Instagram, I think last night, a few words about how she missed Malia Davis, her daughter, which is a lie. Somebody says, it's just live. Yes, it is. It's live. It's live. Uh, she talked about how she loved and missed her daughter. She always talked in past tense. Shortly after that, she put several pictures up of the man that she alleges not only molested her daughter one time, but alleges that he molested her over and over and over and over again. And now he is a suspect in the disappearance of her daughter. Now, and that bothered people, and it bothered me. And when they asked her to take it down, her response was, and I'm paraphrasing, I'm not going to take it down until they can prove that he killed my daughter. Listen, first of all, I think you're super stupid. I think you're trifling. I think you're insignificant. I think you're existing just to be existing. And I can think of a million words on the planet to describe you, but mother would not be one of them. Mother would not be one of them. You are trifling, you are insignificant, and you are a murderer. You killed your own daughter. You did it. You did it. You orchestrated this. And soon, your ass will be in jail. And I pray to God that they put you so far in the fucking prison system that they got to pump daylight to your fat, nasty, trifling ass. By the way, I would love to interview you. Call me. Let's talk. I've said some ugly things about you, and I'm going to say them till the day I die. But prove me wrong. I'm begging you, Brittany. I made a public post begging you to let me interview you. Let me interview you. Let me do it. Please. Prove to me and the people that I got it all wrong. Please call me, email me. Let me interview you, Brittany. Please. As they said in one of Tyler Perry movies, I've watched a dog give birth. That don't make it a mother. Somebody said, I want you to interview her. Hi, Scott. Just got here. Thank you. Good evening. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I am doing excellent, marvelous, superb, splendid, just wonderful. Now we get off into the takedown of R.Kelly. I had to say that because there's this little girl in Houston, Texas. Okay. I apologize. We went off air. I don't know what's going on. We've been dealing with this for a while now. Maybe it's Donald Trump messing with me. I have gone on. We've been dealing with this for a while now. Maybe it's Donald Trump messing with me. I have no earthly idea. We'll try to get it straight. Michael Avenatti, the high-profile attorney, has been indicted again today. A Manhattan grand jury handed down two indictments against him. One is for fraud, and the other one is for aggravated identity theft. Michael Avenatti is the high-profile attorney who represented Stormy Daniels, the prostitute, the hooker, the slut, whatever she is, lady of the evening. And it's her that's filing the claim against him. Allegedly, he has stolen over $200,000 from her, and he used it to pay his clients as well as to support his lavish lifestyle. So those two indictments were handed down today against attorney Michael Avenatti. And why would I bring that up tonight? Well, he plays a major role in the case against R&B singer R.Kelly. He is the individual that has handed over the tape that is allegedly showing R. Kelly engaged in sexual acts with a allegedly 14-year-old girl. So how do we know she's 14 years old? Well, she says she's 14 years old when she points to certain parts of her body, her vagina, her breast, whatever. She said these are the breasts and vagina of a 14-year-old girl. Mind you, one thing now. Just because she says she's 14 years old does not necessarily mean she's 14 years old. People play all kind of sex games, okay? So, and that cannot be proven alone just by her saying she's 14 years old. That won't get anybody convicted. That really shouldn't walk him into a damn courtroom, you know. She may even look 14, but may not be 14. And this may also be a tape from a while back. But one of the things that's troubling about Michael Avenatti and this tape is that he first took the tape to CNN, and CNN watched it, and then he took the tape to the proper authorities in Chicago, and they looked at it. CNN made a breaking news story that they watched the tape, and the man on the tape is R. Kelly, and he's engaging in sexual acts with a 14-year-old girl. Let me say this before we get deep off into R. Kelly. We get cut off. By no means, again, do I condone anyone in their wrongdoing. But what we have to remember this: just because an individual has been accused of committing a crime, that does not necessarily mean that he or she has committed that crime. They have simply been accused of a crime, and that's it. We have to stop looking back in 2000 when this first came up against the R&B singer. So he won that. He won that. So you can't keep bringing, how we got back here again and what's really going on. Um, R. Kelly back in 2000 was worth over, I think it was $150 million, and R. Kelly now should probably be worth about maybe 180, 190, $190 million right now. This is a Grammy Award winning artist. He has worked with some of the finest, some of the best. He has restored careers. He is a genius in this field. And if you say he's not, then you're a fool with a serious problem. You cannot take that from him. That is R. Kelly. That was his gift given to him by God, and he has used it well. And many celebrities and singers that he has worked with are now turning their backs on him because of the Me Too movement thing. And that's mute R. Kelly, which is super stupid. But and so once again, we are back to where we started at. R. Kelly now has faced a 10-count indictment after the VHS tape was handed over to Cook County's attorney Kim Fox. Shortly after she received that tape, she did a press conference. Okay, again, we went off. I don't know what's going on. If it keeps going off, we're going to end this and deal with it a later day because I don't have patience to deal with this right now. But anyway, Kim Fox, Cook County's state attorney, came before the cameras and solicited alleged victims to call her. I know. I don't know what's going on. If this happens again, we apologize. We're going to end it, and we'll have to come back at a later date and time and deal with this here. The whole place has been rewired. Xfinity came out here the other day and did it, so I don't know what the hell's going on. But anyway, which I think was wrong for her to do. She came out and asked alleged victims to contact her. I cannot prosecute R.Kelly unless she come forward. Well, I don't think you should be allowed to do that. You know, you're soliciting victims. Anybody can walk up to you now and say, "It was me. It was me. He did me too. He did me too. He did me too." And so I now know why she's doing that. So, and we'll get into that story at a later date. Now, last week, the lady that you saw her in the Surviving R. Kelly Lifetime thing, which had, I think, over 2.1 million viewers watching it. Faith Rogers testified before a grand jury last week. What did she tell the grand jury? We have no earthly idea, but we can somewhat kind of pinpoint it based upon her previous accusations against R. Kelly, that he forced her to have sex. They met in San Antonio, Texas, when he was there to do a concert. She didn't want to have sex with him. He convinced her to do it against her will. Blah, 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 you know how that goes. And he also would film them having sex, and she didn't know anything about it. He would then give the tapes to other men, and they would go and sell them, within the streets to make money off of them. He's done that several times, she alleges. I did not give my permission for R. Kelly to do that to me, but he did it. R. Kelly also gave me herpes. And as a form of my punishment, when I went against what she says was a prescribed code of conduct, by R. Kelly, if you violated that, punishment was a guarantee. He would lock her in the studio sometimes. He would lock her in a room sometimes. He would lock her in a motor vehicle sometimes as a part of her punishment for disobeying daddy. Now, let me say this to you. When R. Kelly did the interview with Gayle King, and I'm paraphrasing, and she was telling him all about the girls that said that they had been kidnapped by him. R. Kelly, and I'm paraphrasing, he said, "Gayle, I'm R. Kelly. Why would I need to kidnap anybody?" What R. Kelly was saying is that I'm R. Kelly. I'm the shit. If anybody do any kidnapping, they would kidnap me. And I have to agree with him on that. This is R. Kelly. This is a man with over a 30-year career. And you have 4 women to come up and accuse him of sexual crimes. Do you know how many women that R. Kelly has been with since the beginning of his career until this day? But you only get 4 to come out? Again, think about how many women R. Kelly has probably been with. Here's the problem. A lot of these women that said they was young girls when they met R. Kelly, this is their dream. They want to have sex with R. Kelly. They want to have sex. They want him to fill on the booty. They want to do some bumping and grinding. They want the key in the ignition. They want that. But here's what else they want, and they cannot get. They want to be Mrs. Kelly. And R. Kelly just want to fuck. That's it. It's as simple as that. And so when it doesn't go their way, I'm filing suit. Not to mention Jocelyn Savage's parents. R. Kelly alleges that daddy, Timothy, brought Jocelyn to a concert, persuaded her to get on stage with him. Of course, the father denies that accusation. I believe Kelly. I believe Kelly. Kelly is a money bag. Kelly is a bank. The other father, I want you to have sex with R. Kelly, and I want you to get it on tape. I'm going to watch it, and then we're going to blackmail his ass. You got to be a freaking sick bastard if you want to sit there and watch your daughter fuck R. Kelly. And so now, we get to the point where he's charged again. A 10-count indictment has come down against R. Kelly. You have the Lifetime, Surviving R. Kelly. Lifetime, Surviving R. Kelly, The Impact. Let me tell you what's going on. All Lifetime is doing is speaking to potential jurors. That's all they're doing. And they have already convicted R.Kelly on all 10 counts. There's nowhere you can send R.Kelly and say because you're trying to get a fair trial. The world knows about this. And if you're naive in thinking, if you're gullible, most people will believe a lie before they believe the truth. So you're keeping this pushed out in the public's eye. You got surviving R. Kelly, then you come back with surviving R. Kelly, the impact, and you talk to fucking doctors, psychologists, and attorneys. Why? Listen, you're not doing a damn thing about Harvey Weinstein. He's got over 80 women. Done charged him from everything from a filling on the booty to outright rape. But you're not saying a damn thing about that. These women are out for money. That's the bottom line. You got some of them, they're writing books, they signing movie deals, and while an investigation is going on into the alleged activities of R. Kelly, they should not be allowed to write a book or do any kind of deals by the goddamn movie. None whatsoever. It's a setup from day one. The takedown of R. Kelly. If R. Kelly don't bow down, they try to make him lay down in a jail cell. And it's not going to be easy to prove his case with a damn VHS tape from years ago, which does not have a reliable time-stamp date. So now we got the federal investigators on this case. And they are said, sources say, close to the investigation, says they are winding down their investigation into R. Kelly. 2 indictments may come down within the next 3 weeks. One is for tax evasion, and the other one is going to be for sex trafficking. You have ICE working with federal investigators, Homeland Security, which they are involved in human trafficking and sex trafficking. So we're trying to get R. Kelly on something here. We're looking at past receipts. We're looking at airline tickets and stuff. And R. Kelly's assistants that was flying these girls all over the world to be wherever R. Kelly was at. But now, R. Kelly's got another attorney on the team, and he's speaking. And he's speaking with gospel conviction. And he simply said, enough is enough with the bullshit. With the bullshit. The information that you're going off of was handed down to you from Michael Avenatti, a crooked attorney that has been indicted for trying to extort money from Nike. And he didn't do it by himself. He had a co-conspirator. That individual has been blackmailing R. Kelly for years about sex tapes. And I think he said he's got almost $1 million from R. Kelly. So what does that tell you? The credibility of Michael Avenatti has been shot for years. And you take a tape from him. Bullshit. And if this is a copy of a copy of a copy, we're through. The case is over. The case is over. This is bullshit. You got little piss-tail ass girls running behind R. Kelly. And if you have sex with them, boom, boom, set them on their way. They don't like that. They wanted to be Mrs. R. Kelly. And it wasn't going to happen. R. Kelly, he said, I just want to bump a grind. You remember my car, I just want to drive. That's it. Nothing else. But they wanted relationships. R. Kelly wanted relations. Come on. They wanted relationships. R. Kelly just wanted relations. Now, what the hell did you think was going to happen when you got behind closed doors with R. Kelly? He coming there with his dick out. Well, you need to have your panties down. You know, this is R. Kelly. This is what you wanted. But it didn't go your way. And so now you're coming up with blah, and Sparkle, you're not innocent. You're playing that damn role, but you're not innocent. You're not innocent by a long shot. Not at all. Anytime a parent sends their daughter all out to have sex with a man for money, parents become pimps and they see their daughters as hoes. And what do pimp do? Pimp do what? They pimp hoes. So Jocelyn Savage became a hoe to her parents. And they pimped her out to the highest bidder. At that time, it was the self-proclaimed Pied Piper himself, R.Kelly. But the new attorney says, this is bullshit. They're blackmailing R.Kelly. They want money. They want book deals. They want movies. That's what they want. And at the expense of taking down a legend, they don't give a damn for the almighty dollar. R. Kelly, attorney, said, I have a problem with Mr. Kelly not being able to get his side of the story to the public. Everybody else is telling their side, but they don't want to listen to Mr. Kelly. Jocelyn Savage's parents got pissed when Gayle King gave R. Kelly a platform, which she didn't interview him, she interrogated him. Wasn't no damn interview. R. Kelly's new attorney said, we just want a level playing field. A level playing field. R. Kelly, public opinion, has already been convicted and sentenced to life in prison. And there's no evidence. You keep talking to these alleged victims as victims. R. Kelly has not been convicted of a crime, but you talk to the alleged victims as if they are truly victims. This is a he said, she said. R. Kelly and his attorney sent a letter to Faith Rogers a while back, said, look, basically, you keep the foolishness up because I did not give you herpes. I have documents that prove how you received those. And I got 10 guys I'm going to bring forward. This is R. Kelly that's going to embarrass you in that courtroom. So I don't know what's going on, but R. Kelly has something on her. But they don't give a damn. For the almighty dollar, they'll take a gamble. They will take a gamble. Kim Fox should have never came to the public soliciting alleged victims to come forth. If they are victims, let them come forth. This is a setup from day one. It's a setup from day one. Let's take down R. Kelly because he does not want to play right. This has been going on for too long. You get his ex-wife, she's asking for more money. Well, let me ask you something, Andrea. How in the fuck do you think he's going to get the money? Because every time somebody decides to book him, you make a damn phone call and they say, we don't want to do it. So do you want the money or you don't want the money? He's having a hard damn time paying you what was agreed upon a while back, and now you're asking for more, but you're tying his hands. You need to sit your mentally disturbed, freaky ass down somewhere because you're lost. You're lost. You got to quit trying people in the streets just because they came forth and he did this, and they cry. People cry every damn day in movies. And you cry because you feel their pain, but they're acting. They're acting. And that's what these girls are doing. They're acting. They're acting. They're part of a well-orchestrated play. Everybody has a role. The parents need help. They need to be arrested. They need to speak with psychologists and psychiatrists because anytime you pimp your daughter out as a hoe, you need help. You need help. You keep talking about the daughters need help or whatever. Well, they may need help too, but the parents that pimped them out, you all need help. You all need help. They fell in love with R. Kelly. You get 14 and 15-year-old girls going to concerts by themselves, and not only do they go by themselves, they are able to go to the after party at a hotel and get inside of R. Kelly's room. Why are they inside of R. Kelly's room? Because they wanted to be in R. Kelly's room. And they knew once you get in R. Kelly's room, bump, bump, on your tippy toes, they know what time it is. What the hell did you think was going to happen when you got in R. Kelly's hotel room? Tea and cookies? No, I can't say. I can't say that. You know what? Listen. Oh God, my time is up. Did I give y'all everything that we have for the night on R. Kelly? Because there's not a whole lot of new developments. It's just that the federal investigators have out ready again to wrap their case up. And we talked about Faith Rogers, who says he sexually assaulted her in a hotel, and sex with him was painful. He made it that way. I had to do all kind of strange things for R. Kelly. Well, you do strange things for some change. Listen, just because somebody has been accused of committing a crime, people, does not necessarily mean they have committed that crime. They have been accused, that's all. Now you watch this here, before we leave. Watch this, watch this. Why are they focusing so much on R. Kelly today? You got a lot of other celebrities and politicians out there got these same charges leveled against them, but they're not saying nothing. That tells you one thing. There is a hidden agenda. There is a hidden agenda to take down R. Kelly. That's what it is. Why don't you call Lifetime and ask them to do a surviving Harvey Weinstein? Do that. They haven't done that. They're not going to do that. R. Kelly, R. Kelly, R. Kelly. Why are you so fixated on taking down R. Kelly? Surely y'all have to see something is wrong here. Surely. You got a man in I forget where he was from, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, somewhere, allegedly finds a box in his house with VHS tapes. He's not a fan of R. Kelly's, but he found one tape that says R. Kelly. So he sticks it in his VHS. What? He just so happened to have a VHS tape recording in the house. All these damn years. Put it in there, watch R. Kelly perform. Allegedly, R. Kelly was performing, but he wasn't on stage. Well, not publicly anyway. But he don't know how the box got in his house. Bullshit. And he don't contact authorities where he's at. He called money hungry chasing Gloria with her fake ass. She holds up a picture of LL Cool J. That's not R. Kelly, dumbass. He called you so you can get it to the proper authorities. There's no, we lost connection again. Somebody just says, he's stupid for making the tapes. Okay, I guess he is stupid for making the tapes and stuff, but you got to prove that it's R. Kelly. And the courts have not done that yet. You know, so it's stupid for somebody to say, he's stupid for making the tapes. It hasn't been proven that he made the tapes. It hasn't been proven that he's on the tapes. It hasn't. So, you can't say that. It has not been proven. And I'm not trying to uphold R. Kelly. I'm just trying to get you to as R. Kelly said, use your damn common sense. Look at both sides of the story. Don't believe the side that mainstream media keep pushing to you. So you're getting ready. You're getting the potential jurors ready. You're getting them ready. We're painting R. Kelly out to be a rapist. We're painting R. Kelly to be a child molester. We're painting him out to be a beast, a monster. And when he stands up and he yells and says, y'all killing me with this shit. I'm fighting for my fucking life. Well, you goddamn right he went off. I would have went the fuck off too. Whether he did it or not, he's fighting for his fucking life. If he had an outburst, you had something to say. If he didn't have an outburst, he was going to still say something. He damned if he do, he damned if he don't. Whether I'm guilty or not, you goddamn right I'm going to stand up. Gail said her goddamn witch looking ugly ass down there in his ear. I thought it was a wonderful moment how she held her composure. But the more I thought about it, This was planned. This was rehearsed. This was a setup. Don't move. Don't move, Gail. Just sit there. Gail was part of the bullshit. He's been accused of committing a crime. He has not been convicted of committing a crime. It's as simple as that. Don't be so super stupid to where you're one-sided. You believe the first thing that you hear. Don't do that. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Come on now. I think that's fair. You can't ask for justice on one end, but say skip justice on the other end and just prosecute his ass and send him on up the goddamn river. No, let the evidence speak for themselves. I gotta go. I'm late. I love y'all. We're gonna work on why this thing keeps popping off and all that stuff. But bitch, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. We'll be back next Wednesday on to continue our series on the takedown of R.Kelly. I'm Al Scott from Injustice Investigations. Remember, I am not always right, and you are not always wrong. If you haven't done so, subscribe to